welcome to another episode coming straight to you from Redeemer's Garage Door.
Hey guys, we're in our third week of online learning. We hope you're enjoying it as much as we enjoy making it for you.
So sit back, relax, grab a Baja Blast, cherry Dr. Pepper, coffee.
Maybe even a kombucha?
A what?
Or something else and enjoy. All right, so like, what are you doing during this time? Like, I went for a long run this morning. How far did you run today?
According to this, I went up and down the steps 3 times and my back is killing me.
Really feeling the burn?
Feeling the burn. It hurts so bad.
Good for you.
But current mood, I'm just kind of it's just kind of weird to be home all the time. I don't know about for you.
Yeah, it's definitely new. I don't have anywhere to go.
Nothing. I just feel like you can't go. You want to go through a restaurant. You got to go, take out or fast food. You just don't be able to go anywhere we want to go and do whatever we want to do.
Right.
Yeah. So what's your current mood? What's yours?
I would have to say mine is probably leaning closer to fear. Just fear of how long we're going to be quarantined at home. Fear of things keep getting canceled every day. There's less and less to go out and do.
Yeah, if I was going to go on one of these, I think I would pick disgust. It's this, right? I'm tired of watching movies. I'm tired of just sitting around doing nothing. I'm an extrovert. I want people. I want to be around people. It's just weird.
Yeah, so since we're cooped up all the time, you're probably getting, just like us, a little bored. So we've got this huge list of things for you to do. Some items of note. Go run a half or full mile. I know there are some of us out there.
You can pick something else.
Or the one I really want to see pictures if you guys do is create a superhero out of an egg or potato. You have a choice. Some of those could look super cool.
One of the things I would love to see you post or share with us is record yourself singing or dancing to your favorite song. I would like that. I would laugh a lot. The other one I thought would be really cool is call someone you haven't seen in a long time. FaceTime them, call them, just talk to them and have a good conversation. It might be good for your soul.
Either way, whatever of these you guys do, feel free to share the story with us. We'd love to hear it.
Again, you'll see it online.
So we're going to try something new, and each week we're going to pick a different person to introduce you guys to. So this week we're going to start by getting to know Tamara Bowman. First of all, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Glad you could make it today. So I've got a list of questions here that I'm going to ask you, and you're going to answer them honestly.
Of course.
So here we go. What is your full name?
My full name is Tamara Jane Bowman. I was born Tamara Jane Martino until I met this guy. Well, not met, until I married this guy about 20 years ago, and I became a Bowman.
Do you have a nickname?
Tammy is my nickname, and my kids call me T-Bo.
What would you say is your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do, so seriously, I love to sing and I love to dance. And I'm not good at either, so I keep the singing to the car and I keep the dancing to when I work out with Zumba. And just dance, I do that too.
What would surprise the viewers at home to know about you?
I don't have an answer for this question.
Who wrote these questions?
I did write these questions. I think that it might surprise some people to know that for several years I was a baton twirler. I really enjoy it too.
So it says here in your bio that you have 3 children. What the world really wants to know is which one is your favorite? I'm kidding. You don't have to answer that. We all know who it is.
I was going to say it depends on the day. Changes every single day.
Moving on. Do you have a hidden talent?
I do have a hidden talent.
Would you like to share?
I will. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Hold on.
I'm not a fan of this.
I can totally turn my eyelids inside out. And ta-da! That's my hidden talent.
Moving on.
It's so good.
On a more serious
So
note,
good.
what is your favorite Bible verse and why?
Well, I don't think I have a favorite Bible verse. I think there's just different Bible verses that I cling on to at different times in my life. And so I would say currently my favorite Bible verse is one that I've known forever. And so have many of you. It would be John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And I actually have this that some of the campers at Wesley Woods made a couple years ago at Girls Rock. That's the sport I do. And they painted this and it hangs in my office. But I think right now it's so important because it is Holy Week. So we're going into Easter. And so the reminder that Jesus did give his life for us because he loves us so much. But also with what's going on in the world. That God loves this world even in the midst of sickness and stuff that we don't understand that's going on, that he loves us very much and he sent his son to die for each one of us.
Very good answer.
Yeah.
So you are on the wonderful staff here at Redeemer. Could you tell us how long you've been on staff and briefly tell your story of how you got started here?
I've been on staff as of April 1st, 12 years. And I just started teaching the kids the kindergarten kids, and ended up being offered a position with middle schoolers when that was being created. And I really hated middle school kids, and they scared me, and I didn't like middle school. They're annoying, it's just awful. And so for about the first 3 months that I worked with them, I actually did not say a word. I just sat there and watched because they were like devil children.
True story.
Mm-hmm.
So it also says here in your bio that you've been married for 20 years. So I think what the world really wants to know is, what is one thing you would say you really love about your husband?
When he asks me ridiculous questions that have no answer.
Having never met him.
The one thing I love most about Justin is, I think, his faithfulness.
Good answer. Just a couple more questions. What would you say brings you a good deal of joy on a daily basis?
I would love to say waking up and being grateful for each morning, but it's the worst part of my day is having to get out of bed. So I would say what brings me the most joy every day would be just different conversations with my family. And it's just different now with our daughter being in Grand Rapids and the way that we can communicate with her. So I appreciate those days. I appreciate having conversations with Justin and conversations with Ryan and Joey at home. Brings me the most joy.
I'm not sure who this Justin is, but okay. So, last question for you. What would you like us to pray for you?
I think I would love prayers for protection for me and for my family, and that I will use this time in a creative way to continue to explore the things that God is doing in my life.
All right, so our interview has come to a close. Very interesting information that we got to know about Tammy. Next week, we'll interview someone else. We're not going to tell you who. It's just going to be a surprise. So, bye, guys.
Bye. It's game time. Who's ready to come and join in for another fun game we have planned today?
Me!
I'm going to need two contestants.
Me!
Okay, I guess you. Yeah, come on up here. What is your name, man in the hat?
My name is Ron, and I'm so excited to be here. Hi, everybody.
Welcome, Ron. Okay, I need one more contestant.
Me.
All right, this tall, bald fella. Yes. Come on up here, bald guy. What is your name?
My name is Justin.
All right, welcome to the game, Ron and Justin. I look forward to this competitiveness coming out.
Me
This
too.
game we have today is called If I Had To. It's called the Great Debate Game. Now this game is going to be played a little bit different, but you'll understand as soon as we go through the rules. So, in these isolated times, we may find ourselves doing things we never thought we would have to do. Which of the following are you willing to do if you had to? So you have to choose one of these options.
We have
on
to?
the screen. You have to.
We have
Pick
to.
one. And then you're supposed to defend your answer against someone. So at home, be sure to debate your answers at home. For now, we're not going to do that. Are you guys ready to get started?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Question 1. If you had to, would you rather eat only mustard sandwiches for every meal for the next year, or keep all of your nail clippings in a jar by your bed for the next year?
Easy. I like to collect things, so nail clippings.
I'm so collecting my nail clippings.
All right.
Actually, I've got some at home right now.
What about you
I
at
don't.
home? What would you rather do? Go ahead and discuss it. All right. For question number 2, if you had to, would you reuse the same square of toilet paper multiple times, or shower after every bathroom break instead of using toilet paper?
I'm showering after every bathroom break. There is no way I'm using that same square.
First of all, I'm cutting down on the bathroom breaks, but I choose that one.
All right. They both picked the same answer. What about you at home? Which one would you pick? Go ahead and discuss with the people in your family.
One
So
square.
gross.
That is
gross.
Okay, question number 3. If you had to, would you go without internet for the foreseeable future, or use internet, but YouTube, Prime Video, Netflix, and Disney Plus no longer exist?
I would just go back to watching DVDs.
Lame.
Hulu.
What's on Hulu?
Live TV.
Okay, goodness. All right, how about you guys at home? Go ahead and discuss this with the people around you.
They're not picking that.
For the next question, it is, if I had to share the same toothbrush with your entire family, or would you rather share the same bed with your entire family?
My bed is sacred space. I would share the same toothbrush.
So gross.
I'd rinse it.
Sadly, I agree. I'm sharing that toothbrush. Here's the thing. I am the only man in my house. I have an older daughter and a wife and another daughter. Not happening in my world.
And let's be honest, I've probably used someone's toothbrush along the way.
That is so gross, and you guys both lose this one. What about you guys at home? Figure it out. See who has the best answer for this one. The next question is, if I had to, would you choose Christmas and birthday gifts will be just hand sanitizer and canned soup, or Christmas and birthday will no longer be celebrated with gifts? Which one would you choose?
I like presents. I still want to open something.
And soup's
I'd be okay not getting anything. Just the
wouldn't.
celebration.
I like presents.
Just the celebration of the thing would be enough for me. You know, if I could have cake, that's not really a gift, but I like cake.
And you guys at home, go ahead and discuss this and see who can come up with the best answer. If you had to, would you rather make some invisible friends so you don't feel so alone, or would you give all of your plush toys names and talk to them like they were alive?
If they're not real anyways, I want to see them.
I can't say that I'm not doing both of these right now. But if I had to pick, I'm with the plush toys as well.
There you go. Good answers. Go ahead and discuss this at home. So if you had to, would you rather that your mom cut your hair for the next year and she can style it any way she wants, or would you rather have your dad cut your hair for the next year in any style that he wants?
My
This is
dad?
hurtful.
No. My mom went to beauty school, so I'm using this one.
This is hurtful. I want my mom to come back and cut my hair. 2 reasons. 1, I'm selfish and I want my mom back. But 2, I'm not letting him touch anything because I'm pretty sure he'll do what it's like this right now.
There you go. Both of your guys' hair would be very easy to cut, no matter if it was your mom or dad.
That hurts.
I'm just saying. so called. All right. If you had to, would you rather eat food from a bucket that was bought from some guy off the internet, or eat expired food that has been sitting in your pantry for years?
I will eat expired food.
I probably have, so I'm going with this one.
Again, both of you guys are gross.
You don't know the dude.
Okay, if you had to, would you choose that the only entertainment you have is reading the same book over and over and over and over again? Or stare into the microwave when it's on to simulate sunshine on your face to get your daily dose of vitamin D?
For those of you who know me, I have a bad relationship with reading, so I'm going with this every time.
I will read that same book over and over and over again.
I will not.
What book?
There are multiple books that I would choose. I would pick the obvious one that you guys will all already know is I would choose the Bible to read, but cover to cover and cover to cover. You know, you read it 6, 7 times. It doesn't matter. Keep reading it. But I could possibly read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows every week for the rest of my life.
I stare into the microwave when it's on anyway, so.
How about you guys at home? Which one would you choose if you had to choose? Okay, that is the end of our game. I hope you guys had a good time discussing this at home. But we actually have one more surprise. Because the point to this game is whoever loses the debate is actually supposed to have a consequence.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have one final question for the boys to debate today. And this one, whoever loses actually is going to have a consequence. So first of all, I would like to know who is the best superhero of all time. Just give me your answer.
Captain America.
Oh, please.
Give me your answer.
Of all time, Superman.
Superman. All right, so the great debate is who is the better superhero, Captain America or Superman? Go.
Captain
Listen,
America is an American.
No way. He comes
He
from
was
Krypton.
born and bred here.
I don't care about being born
He's
here.
of
Krypton.
this world.
He
stands
believes
for
in truth, justice. I
the
know.
American way.
Hey, he's all over
His
Lois
colors
Lane.
are
He's got a
red, white, and
girlfriend.
blue. He's got an awesome shield.
Captain America ain't got no
He has
girlfriend.
a
He just got a
cool
shield. Oh, I love my shield.
multiple outfits,
Girlfriend,
not one with a
Lois
cape.
Lane. Oh, so
He
got
lost
married.
his girlfriend,
okay,
and he
okay.
went back and
He's
sacrificed
got it
his
all.
life.
I can't. Social distancing, guys. You gotta stop. Okay.
I feel like I just won.
I'm actually going to say that both of you guys are big losers, and neither one of you won that debate. You should have stopped and you should have listened to each other speak before you spoke. So you guys both lose, and you both have a consequence. Since both of you guys failed miserably at that debate challenge, you each have a consequence. You may be wondering what the consequences are, so you get to choose one of the following. Would you rather do 20 push-ups while everyone watches, or eat a spoonful of mayonnaise with everyone watching?
Dibs on push-ups.
I guess I'm going to do the mayonnaise. He picked the easy one.
All right, here we go. Ready, set, go.
Hey everybody, we're heading into Holy Week, and this is the week that happens between Palm Sunday, which is today, and Easter, which is next week. And during this week, so many things happen in the life of Jesus and his disciples. And I really think that we can learn a few things about ourselves when we consider the disciples' intense emotions during this week. You know, earlier Justin and I talked about how we were feeling. But listen, we can find strength to live into the fullness of our strange and beautiful Christian experience today. Maybe you've seen the movie Inside Out with the characters that we showed you earlier. Joy, sadness, fear, disgust, and anger. I think they experienced all of those emotions. There's a few more, though, that I think they had back in Jesus' day that I want you guys to see as we go through this week. The first one is joy and anticipation, really the joy, right? Joy and anticipation would surely be the words that would engage today, Palm Sunday. It would have stirred in the hearts of those earliest disciples too. Think about it. Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem, people throwing coats and palms as he rides the donkey through town. By Tuesday, though, the joy, the anticipation starts to mount because we see Tuesday, he's turning over tables and tensions are mounting between Jesus and the authorities. And the disciples would have to be getting ready for that big something that's coming. They'd been talking about it for weeks, but they didn't know what it was. The second one they experience is terror, fear. As that week continued, terror would have been the word to describe those emotions on Maundy, Thursday, which is Holy Thursday. There's a bunch, but by Thursday, terror is set in because Jesus is speaking unsettling words at that Last Supper. He's initiating some confusion, potential fear, and then Good Friday, full force fear, right? Full force terror. That would have been stirring in their hearts. The rumors of his capture, the beating that would have precipitated the domino falling of every hope that they had held on to so deeply invested over those last few years, knowing not only that their master, their champion, their sovereign, their friend might now be crucified, and that themselves, maybe they would be crucified as well. I think that would cause a bunch of sleepless nights with those crazy thoughts of terror. I think 3, we find despair. Despair would be the overriding emotion of Good Friday. There'll be a Good Friday service for you later this week that you'll be able to watch. The mock trial of Jesus and the turning of the crowd's favor away from the Lord and for themselves would have left every disciple in a state of complete hopefulness. Not hopefulness, hopelessness. Then you look at sadness. Forsaken might be another word to use, sadness. That would describe that emotion of that strange Saturday so long ago. That feeling of being left alone, of being abandoned, isolated, rejected, dejected, surely must have rolled like a wave over the hearts of those faith-filled early followers. I think then we see hope. Hope on Good Friday, hope on Holy Saturday. I think that's an emotion that was only probably experienced by a few of them, including the women who would be going to the tomb early on Sunday to do the proper burial for Jesus. I'm sure that at least a few of them had faith of a mustard seed back then, but their faith may have been much stronger behind the locked doors of their homes during those painful days. And I think the last one we look at is shock and awe. Shock and awe are the first 2 words that came to mind to me on that Easter Sunday, that news that came, that meant what it meant to those early disciples. They were preparing to hide, to run, and to faithfully face their martyrdom at the hand of the Holy Roman Empire and the empire-loyal Jews. But you think about the absolute worst news that you could imagine coming into your own life right now. Maybe it's that you're not going back to school or that you don't have a spring sport that you're going to play. Think about that. Then imagine that after 2 days of intense grief and sorrow, news that is equal and opposite in its promise has been delivered to your ears by a credible source. Your mood and mine might bounce around so rapidly we need medication just to remain coherent and finish our sentences. Our minds would be electric with 1,000 memories and thoughts, both the possibilities and the devastation that would follow this potential hoax that was holding all the attention, as well as those who had been to the tomb. Guys, there are so many emotions that were experienced during Holy Week, and so many that we are currently experiencing. We're going to talk more about that as we celebrate a risen Savior next Sunday. Hope to see you with us. All right, guys, let's take a look at our updated March Madness bracket for our morning cereals. Here we go. Last week, you had the choice of Frosted Flakes or Lucky Charms or Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Fruity Pebbles. And after hard voting, only 1 vote separated these 2 cereals. This one, to me, was a huge upset. as it was kind of crazy to me. The one that I thought would win the entire tournament had bowed out. This week, your vote. Lucky Charms defeated Frosted Flakes by 1 vote. Fruity Pebbles ran away with it over Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So this week, championship match, your Lucky Charms versus your Fruity Pebbles. Vote by text down here on the scroll beneath us on this YouTube page, or by emailing Ron or Tammy and Justin at the church. Good luck to whoever is the best morning cereal.
Okay guys, just like last week, we're gonna pick 3 winners from all of you who voted this week for the breakfast cereal bracket. Whoever gets chosen, those 3 will automatically win a prize. We don't know what it is yet, we'll just send it out in the mail. But the 3 who are chosen will get assigned to either Tammy, Ron, or myself to try and win a better prize once again through the impossible shot. So here we go. Through the app, the Pick Me app, the first name that comes up on the screen will once again be assigned to Tammy. So when I say stop, whoever's name appears will win and be assigned to Tammy. So here we go. And 3, 2, stop. Lauren Lamb, congratulations. Just for the record, Tammy was the closest to making it last week. So right now, your chances are probably the best. Next, here we go. This person will be assigned to Ron, and stop. Sawyer McNeely. Those McNeelys have a lot of people with names in here. So congratulations, Sawyer. You won a prize. Ron will try and make it better. And for me, gets stop. Scotty Too Hottie. Scotty Bauer. All right, putting a vote in. I would say congrats, but I wasn't even close last week. So here's to hoping.
Playing for another McNeely. Sawyer, I'm hoping that I get closer than I did for Josie with an IE. Here we go. I am so sorry, but that's much better.
Wow, Ron, now I have a lot of pressure on me. That was really good. But this is going to be good for you, Lauren Lamb. Here we go.
Okay, Scotty Too Hottie, this is for you. Hope I do better than last week. It was online. All right, so here we are for week 3 of our 4-week devotional. So how did last week go for you guys? Were you able to sit in silence 3 separate times for 30 minutes? I really do hope that you were able to, or to at least try to. If I'm being honest, I didn't complete it. I didn't even really think about it, and I know that's bad. Time just got away from me, and I just didn't get to it. But for those of you who did, I bet you're glad that you even tried to do it. It's a really great time to clear your mind, spend some time in prayer, and just enjoy this gift of time that we've been given. One main difficulty I've noticed during this time of quarantine is trying to not focus on all that's been taken from us. I hope this really gave you a chance to just sit and be thankful for all that we do have, because we still have a lot. So now we want to talk about week 3. Something that has happened in my house during this time of quarantine is all of us eating together as a family. Now, we certainly did this before the time of quarantine, but not necessarily on a daily basis, and certainly not more than once per day. However, now, at least once per day, whether we sit at the dining room table or gather in the living room to watch the new Star Wars movie, we have eaten a lot of meals together recently, and it's been great. We tend to just talk and enjoy each other's company, and maybe even think of some fun things we can do at home together while we have all this time to spend. So this plays right into this week's challenge. Just like that last week, this one will be simple, but it will not necessarily be easy. This week, whenever you eat, try to eat slower. Put your fork or spoon down between every bite, every single bite. Take time in between those bites to just chat with those around you, those that you are with, and just try to focus on them more than on yourself. It may sound a little silly, but you'll notice a lot more than you think during this time. And if you happen to end up eating a meal alone, maybe like breakfast when everyone else isn't up, take time between each bite to just try to focus on God and turn your attention toward Him. The goal of this challenge is to do this 3 times throughout the week, every meal for an entire day. So that means for 3 days, every time you eat, you'll focus on this challenge of putting your fork or spoon down between every bite. When you do this, go ahead and use the pages from the devotional to reflect on how doing this has impacted your day. You're probably feeling a little more emotional now than you were even last week, now that school has officially been canceled for the rest of the academic year and sports along with it. You might be sadder than you were just 1 week ago. It's okay to experience these emotions like sadness or disappointment, and maybe even a little bit of anger. But even in all of this mess, we can still find and experience the emotion of joy. Taking time to slow down and notice what's going on around you will certainly help with that. And with God's help, we can continue to experience joy even through these times of intense sadness and disappointment. Take care, everyone, and please stay safe.
Hey guys, thanks for being with us this week. We hope that you have a great week. Hope you're enjoying these videos that we're doing for you. Be safe.
Just so you know, we really do miss seeing and hearing from you guys, so if you could do us a favor, shoot us a text, let us know how these are going for you, let us know how you're doing and what we can do to pray for you during this time. And with that being said, for Ron, Tammy, Justin, and Gumby, please join us in prayer.
Let's pray. Loving and gracious Father, we are so thankful for this time together, even if it is through the computer, through the internet. We are so grateful to be able to gather in this way, to be able just to discuss some of the stuff that is on our hearts and on our minds. Lord, we know that this upcoming week holds a lot of uncertainty, but we can also hold on to the truth and knowing that that first Palm Sunday and Holy Week held so much uncertainty, and that through all of those emotions, through all of those fears, through everything, that you were present. Help us to remember that this week and moving forward, that you are ever present in each one of our lives. Please be with each one of us, and please be with each one of you at home. We ask that you keep us all safe, keep us all healthy, help us to make good decisions and stay wise. Until next week, in your name we pray. Amen. Bye.
See you guys.
Okay, we should do something. We'll take a minute. I really wanted to. Oh my gosh,
I'm sorry, social, oh goodness. You made a mess. What's wrong with you?
But we're gonna modify it just a little bit for today. Oh, the clicker. I don't know what I just did. Can we do it again?
Through the impossible shot.
You have to say, like, how they got chosen. Because some people who didn't watch, they're not gonna know.
We're gonna choose them.
But you didn't say how they got put into, like, those
Oh,
of you used to know you have to say
okay.
this.
Believes in truth, justice. Believes in truth, justice. Believes in truth, justice. I know.